Well, I was a very lucky boy at Christmas. I got two things that I've really been wanting. My first one was this iCord maker, and I mentioned it in my members group, and a lot of people say, oh, what's that? So they're really excited to see this, and I can't wait to see if it's good. I hope it's good, because I just cannot knit. I don't know what's the matter with me. I knit, I can do 2 rows, and then by the time I got to the second row, the wool is so tight, it's nearly cutting me fingers off. And the other one I got was this projector as well, which is an art projector. And I can't wait to try that. I think that's going to save me a lot of time. But that's for a future video. I haven't even unpacked this yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside. I'm not going to do a full unboxing because I'm sure there's lots of those around on the internet at the moment. So I'm going to get it all unpacked and then we can look at it. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year as well. And I wish you all the best, prosperity and health for this coming year. So I've got everything. It even came with some wool, which is a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Got some needles in here, although there's needles already set up. So I'm assuming these must be spare needles. I don't know, not yet, until I read the instructions. And oddly enough, this time I am going to read the instructions before I set it up. Oh, it's got pictures as well, which is always useful. So this bit here goes into there, like that. And then you need to put a little screw in. And it even comes with a little screwdriver in the kit. So let's not lose those other screws, because I'm sure they're for something as well. It even comes with a little screwdriver to put your screw in with. So then now that's in. So that was easy. Well, it looks quite easy to set up. And I'm going to be using, to start with, the yarn that they've given me here. Apparently all you do is pull that up there, and there's a little ridge in there, and then you slot that down like that. Well, that couldn't have been easier, could it? For that bit anyway. And then you pass that through there like that. There's a little hole there. Now I'm going to put it on my end of this massive great big hook that comes with it here, like that. I think I need that. And use the hook to pass the yarn from right to left through the knitting machine channel. Oh, I see what they mean. So that has to go through there. There we go. Now you have to open all the little hook tongs, and there's some little tongs on here that close up. And there's a picture there that shows you what it means. So that's open, that's closed. So this is my third try of getting this right, and it's not complicated. What is the matter with me? Goodness sake. I've just watched a video on it. So you hook the first one. Then I think it's because I'm trying to do it backwards for the camera. Then you allow that to go round. So let's hook that first one. There we go. Then this one, you go under like that. And then you hook the third one. And then the fourth one, you don't hook. Okay, and then that should be it. And now you should be able to pull this bit tight for the first few seconds, the thread that you've got coming out the back, and turn it on. And then as soon as the thread comes through, it says to do it for about 10 seconds, then you're on your way and you can let go. Oh, here we go. Oh, look. So I don't have to do anything with that now. It doesn't need a weight or anything on it. Apparently it can just go like that. Now I've got that set to the first setting. Let's crank it up and see what happens. My God, that's so much quicker than a cotton reel with 4 nails in it. Oh, I can't wait. I've got to turn it right up. Look how fast that's coming out. So I'm going to time this to see how long it takes. It's not noisy, is it, either? I mean, it's really quite quiet. Let me turn it as round. You can see how quick that's working and how well that's pulling that out. Look at that. Look, can you imagine how long that would take you to do? And it's so even as well. I was trying to overcomplicate that threading on the needles, definitely. You might as well just let the machine do the work for you when you're hand doing it and just miss out every other one. So there's only 4 needles. You hook 2, you miss 2, and it's every other one. So you hook 1, miss 2, hook 3, miss 4, and then look at it. Look at it go. Now you can't do really big chunky wool on this because obviously that would catch up on your needles. And I don't think you would be able to use really, really fluffy wool. Let's have a look and see what it says in here. Oh, it says here, unsuitable yarn types, so cotton blend yarn of a weight 4. I have no idea what that means. Fluff, poor quality, easy to break, and you lose a lot of fluff of the wool. Bulky, thick wools, and whole hard. I have no idea what that is. Oh my God, that's done that whole ball. I hadn't realised how quickly that had gone. Look at all that. I have no idea how to finish off the end. I'm going to look that up in a second as well. I'm going to turn this down because if not, I'm going to get carried away. So I've turned it right down now to the slower one, and then I'm going to turn it off in a minute because I'm sure I'll need some of this end to know how to take it off. Yeah, I'm turning that off. So that took all that about 3 minutes. Ooh, rapid. Oh, I'm going to make myself something with this, that's for sure. So now let's look up how we have to take that off there. Well, if I'd have read ahead, I could have known that actually all you've got to do is let it run the right way through. So if you wanted to change your wool or any colour, then really all you would have needed to have done there is cut your wool and pop a different colour on. So that's come all the way through. And now I've got 4 little loops like that. So I need just a slightly longer tail than that there until I've got 4 loops. Yeah, that should do. It comes with a little needle. Lovely colour. Smooth that out of the way. I've got something else I want to try it with already. Not sure if it's going to work. Not sure it's going to break the machine. But I hope it doesn't. So wait a minute and then I'll show you what I'm going to test it on next. So I've got my needle on there now. And now all I have to do is thread this needle through each of these loops. So all those are on there now. And then just pull that through like that and pull it taut, and then that's all tied off. And then all you do is you poke that through there like that all the way through, let it out there, pull that cord through there like that, cut that little tail short, and then you can do the other end as well. So that's that one done. Look at that. Woohoo! So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try something else with it, because this is what I'm hoping it works with. Now I know how to set it up and do it. It shouldn't take too long. So now what I'm going to do is test it with this string. I love this string. I buy this a lot because it's great for upcycling projects and things like that. So if I can get I-cord made with this, then I'm going to be really happy because I can then use it in my upcycling projects. So let's make sure all these needles are open first. And they are. And I'll let this run off and do a lovely long cord. And then I'll show you what it looks like when that's done. So we've got a really nice long cord here. It's done that beautifully. It's going to be so useful for things like upcycling stuff, where I wrap stuff around things, boxes and things like that. And this is a ball of gardening twine. It's a little fluffy. Hopefully that shouldn't be too bad. And again, this is going to be great for upcycling and things like that. And this pulls out of the centre, this one. So it's a little bit easier to use than the one that's on a bottle. Pop that through there. Oh, I've got... See, look, I'm a professional at loading it now, he says, as he messes this up. It definitely doesn't like the garden twine. It isn't made for this, and I don't want to keep doing it. What happens is it keeps getting caught. It's probably because it's so fluffy and not tightly woven as string. So that has got to stop. I can't have that. I don't want to break my machine. Because it isn't designed for that anyway. I just thought I'd try it. The last one I'm going to try is this sparkly cord. And again, I like this a lot. Threading it up exactly the same way. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be having any problems whatsoever with that. I have to wait until it comes through and see what it looks like. No, it looks fine. Let's see if we can turn it up a little bit. And that's working really, really well. It's quite a loose knit, but I'll be able to pull that a bit tighter. There we go. So let's take that off. Cut that. Now, I'm no expert at this. As you know, it's the first time I've used it. But it was really easy to use. It took me a few tries to get the needles up. But actually, once you know how to do it, then it works a treat. How pretty that is. And then you can stretch that out. And it becomes a much tighter knit once you've stretched it out. Look at that. I love that. That would go so well on so many different things. And literally, you've done this in just a few minutes. It works really well with that type of string. I mean, beautiful for wool, and certainly works extra well with that shiny cord. I'm absolutely in love with it. Thank you so much for this for Christmas. Oh, what a great partner I have. Really easy to use, great little setup. Don't have to keep worrying about it. I wouldn't go off and leave it to do its own thing. I would always stay in the room. And why not? It only takes 3 minutes anyway to do that whole ball. You're not going to take too long, but I would want to keep monitoring it while it's doing it. I wouldn't want it to get tied up or knotted up. Not that it's likely to, but who knows. In an upcoming video, I'm going to show you what I'm going to make out of this. There are loads of things that you can do with this and use it for, and I'm really excited about doing it. If you've got one of these, then leave me some tips and tricks in the comments and different things that you've tried that have worked and haven't worked. I'd love to know. Be sure to check out the video that I've got coming up next. I think you'll love this one. It's a brilliant upcycle of some glass jars. Boot that like button, hit that subscribe button, but most of all, enjoy your crafting. Take care. Bye.